Kat Von D said, what? We can be reckless with our words. Why do people think that vaccination is a terrible thing? Why do people think that trying to curb the outbreak of this pandemic diseases is a terrible thing? I know that Jenny McCartney put it out there. She was another celebrity. She was one of the ones that said that vaccination led to autism and things like that. And I used to work as a school nurse when that happened. So I was in charge of making sure that all the vaccination record, you know, according to CDC guidelines, are up to date for all the, well, for all the students in my school. But I will call the parents, you know, and they tell me, well, I don't want to vaccinate my child. What happens is the celebrities, they go out there and they say such reckless things that people, without even doing their own due diligence, without them doing their own research, they form their own conclusion. So Jenny McCartney says that if I vaccinate, my child will have autism, so therefore I will not vaccinate my child. Okay, I get that, because you want to do what you want to do for your own child. But what you don't realize is that you are endangering other students by choosing not to vaccinate your child. There are sick kids that attend school and have nurses just come in and give them their medicine, have nurses come in and give them their food via their peg tube, via their feeding tube, via whatever. There are kids that are sick that come in with their trach because you want them to get the feel of having other students around them. So they're already immunocompromised, right? And then you are bringing in your kid with anything they can have and exposing other kids to that, including those kids around that are immunocompromised, if that makes sense. You know, so celebrities, they can be so reckless with their words. You know, some of them come in wanting to have that shock value. Let's just shock people a little bit. Let them talk about me. They don't realize what kind of imprints they're living on this, like what kind of footprints, imprints, whatever have you, that you're leaving behind you. Because some people take the words of celebrities and they run with it. It's up to us to like really listen, do our own research, learn, because when it comes to things concerning your health, it's just not like makeup, it's not like mascara, it's not like eyeshadow, it's your health. Please vaccinate your child. It is a public health issue. That's why they make vaccination so cheap. You can go to a public health hospital. You can go to any public health facility and get it for damn near cheap, okay? If not free. Please vaccinate your children, okay? There's a reason why research is still ongoing. There's a reason why vaccinations are coming up every day. Take for instance the Ebola virus vaccine. So why are we even trying to find the vaccine for it? What is the point? The point is to eliminate all these illnesses before they become like a pandemic issue. Oh. Oh. And then she goes on to talk about how she wants, you know, her natural delivery at home and all of that, which sounds good. You want your doula or modula or whoever, you know, you want them to come home and give you this Zen delivery while you deliver in your bathtub. And that is great. It is beautiful if everything goes well. God forbid you have a breech baby. God forbid you've got a baby who is swimming in their own meconium and all of that. That's an emergency. You have to get to the hospital. Oh. You know, the hospital exists for a reason. Center for Disease Control, CDC, they do exist for a reason. Vaccination is important. Like, where are you coming up with these facts? That whole thing with Kat Von D just kind of rubbed me off the wrong way. How can the celebrities be so reckless with their words? How can you be so reckless? But then again, it's up to you, the recipients of the information. People are gonna come up here and tell you all sorts of things, but you who is that, you that is out there absorbing all this information, it's up to you to filter the information and pick out the one that is useful to you. All these people that we hold in high regards, you know, politicians, preachers, reverends, bishops, they will say things that sometimes you're like, huh? What? It's up to you as the recipient of the information, because people will just say stuff. People will just say the most random things, the most reckless things. But it's up to you who is going to receive that information to just filter through and take the one that applies to you. But sometimes some people are not equipped. Some people, they don't have that knowledge, and I think those are the ones that is highly affected by what Kat and her cohorts are doing. Well, anyway, if you're listening and you love Kat Von D, and you know, you take her word as a and amen, and she's saying she's not vaccinating her child and she doesn't want to, hopefully you don't take that as your own and do that for your own child, because not vaccinating is actually a public health issue. It's not just your own immediate family choice, it also affects the public if you choose not to vaccinate your child. We can go on and on about this, but I think it's really important for anybody who is receiving any information, especially in this age of online information, in this age of technology. We can always do ourselves a favor. Don't even take my word for it. Don't even take my own word for it. Just do your own research. Learn the importance of vaccination, okay? And hopefully you can decide to do what is right.